Welcome. Let's go. Support the stream. Hit the Cash App $Bakefire.
Leisurely way to spend a Saturday afternoon. Kick back and tune in to the NBA on 2K Sports. I'm Brian Anderson, here with Grant Hill and Stan Van Gundy. And with us on the sidelines, we've got Allie LaForce. And taking a broader look here at the year-over-year scoring trend for Kyle Kuzma.
Well, his scoring has dipped over the last few seasons, and sometimes that can be cause for concern. But it doesn't always tell the full story. You have to consider his role, his usage, as well as the other ways he contributes to the team.
Here's the starting group for the San Antonio Spurs. Fox at the 1 with Castle at the 2. Then there's Wembanyama, then there's Devin Vassell, and it's Champagnie at the 4. And for Milwaukee, we've got Kyle Kuzma. He's out there with Miles Turner. And it's Jang in at the 3 spot. Well, Stan, I know you love the numbers. And what they're telling us tonight, these teams can shoot it.
Yeah, it's two of the best in the league from beyond the arc. They've got great spacing, and I like that they're always looking for a better shot on the perimeter.
Now here's Kuzma. And that one's off. He misses his first shot of the game. It's Fox with a drive. Oh, and makes it with the kiss.
Well, that quickness from Fox will beat you if you're not careful. It's so tough staying in front of it.
Porter against Fox. Porter's shot is off. Here he goes. And Fox powers it home.
I'll tell you, those finishes are always extra special when they come from your point guard.
Oh, forget about his passing. Can we see more dunking?
Wow, that is an impressive vertical for a point guard. My goodness.
And here's Milwaukee now. San Antonio getting their last shot to go. No coverage that time.
You don't want to let him get into a rhythm from out there.
Gives us a chance to catch up with Allie LaForce.
I was able to talk with Doc Rivers for a minute. We talked about Victor Wembanyama and what he wants to see from his team defensively, and he said, I want to see us knock him off balance a little bit, be tough, physical. That's how you get into his head, and that's how you frustrate him. Expect to see a lot of defensive aggression against Wembanyama tonight. Brian, back to you.
As always, Allie, we thank you.
Nice job by Porter Jr. attacking the interior, going after a close-range shot.
Well, Stan, how about Bucks coach Doc Rivers? This season has moved into 6th on the all-time wins list.
Well, B.A., an amazing accomplishment for Doc Rivers passing George Karl. And within reach now of 4th all-time if he can stay at it a little longer.
Here's Turner. The Spurs making their last shot. Cash. Assisting on the play was Porter.
Yeah, a frame like Turner's is made for inside scoring. Broad shoulders, long arms, all the right physical tools.
Now here's Wembanyama. We saw him with 19 his last time out. The rebound by Turner.
Well, come on, guys. Did you really think they'd shoot 100% for the game?
Jang. Here's Kuzma. They now take the lead.
You give credit to Kuzma for taking the contact so well. Excellent work powering the shot through.
It's Fox to the drive.
I'll tell you, those finishes are always extra special when they come from your point guard.
Oh, forget about his passing. Can we see more dunking?
Wow, that is an impressive vertical for a point guard. My goodness.
Right wing. Here's Rollins. That three's off the mark.
And I'm surprised that didn't go down. I mean, I'm sure he is too.
Fox outside. Driving inside. Laid it in with a nice touch off the window. Fox has got 8.
What focus and balance from Fox. So elusive and strong on the take.
And so timeout here by Doc Rivers. He's going to take a minute to regroup with his players. They're coming off that loss against Portland.
It's always hard to get a win on the road, especially when you show zero energy on the defensive end.
Yeah, when you have a defensive showing this poor, it's normally due to an overall lack of effort.
Harrison Barnes, he's checked in for Champagny. Jang, he buries it from 3.
Defensively, if you're going to disrupt his rhythm, you have to put more pressure on it.
Fox, the pass to Wembanyama. Yes! And a nice assist from Fox. Fox has got 3 assists in the game. And so Porter will bring it up for the Bucks. Trailing by 2. When you watch De'Aaron Fox, is there anything that sticks out to you, Grant?
Well, B.A., this league has the best athletes in the world, and Fox looks like maybe the quickest guy out there on most nights. His change of direction is especially elite.
Nice shot by Turner.
Well, hey, shooting off the catch is right in Turner's wheelhouse.
Vassell outside. The 3. Count it. 1 for 1 to start the game.
And both teams running long-range plays that are working.
Well, you know it's become a three-point shooting league. Teams shooting a steady diet from outside.
Now here's Turner. He's got 5. Pass to Porter. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Oh, rejected by Wembanyama.
Yeah, you need to know where Wemby is. If he's anywhere close to the rim, it's really tough to score.
Just such a terrific dunker.
Man, born to fly, that's for sure. And here's Milwaukee now. 4-point game. Stolen by Vassell. Barnes in the post. San Antonio moving the ball around. It's Barnes on the wing. Takes a 3. Milwaukee with the rebound. 2 for 1 opportunity here.
Hey, if I'm in their shoes, I go for it.
Porter's shot is off.
Well, he continues to make the effort, but the results just aren't there this quarter.
That's good from Fox on the assist by Castle. Fox has got 10.
Can't lose sight of Fox or allow him to feel comfortable looking to score this close.
Now here's Kuzma, a dependable player on offense, giving them over 13 a game. Clock at 6. Turner, a screen on Barnes. Milwaukee needs to get a shot off here. Oh, rejected by Wembanyama. And so it's San Antonio with a 6-point lead at the close of the quarter. Getting lots of great looks, shooting it well. That's why they're up. Time for a quick break, then back to the action. And thanks again for tuning in. If you're just joining us, we've played through 1 quarter of action so far. All right, guys, before we move on, what do you think about the Spurs at this point?
Oh, what a first quarter. You love their willingness to make the extra pass.
Yeah, it's the kind of offense every coach loves to see. Selfless and smart.
They've got Prince. A.J. Green is out there with Gary Trent. Then it's Bobby Portis. And it's Nance in at the 4. That's the group for Milwaukee right now. And the Spurs willing to be patient with this rebuild. But when De'Aaron Fox became available, Grant, they did not blink.
Yeah, he's just too dynamic to pass up. And still young enough to grow with their core. Now it's about making the pieces click.
Now here's Johnson. They lead by the biggest margin of the game at 9. Cornette can't hit. Milwaukee's gone 3 of 6 from deep so far. It's stolen by Fox. Johnson on the wing, guarded by Trent. And Johnson is good for 3. 6 points for him.
This defense is getting spaced out. 3 of the last 5 buckets have come from way beyond the arc.
Here's Green. Soft touch off the glass. Spurs lead by 10. All right, let's get a report from Allie.
Hey, guys. The Spurs last season acquiring De'Aaron Fox. He said what this team struggled with are the things that I bring. Self-creation, being able to touch the paint, getting into the teeth of the defense and collapsing it. And regardless of how well I'm playing in a game, I still command attention. My guys never just leave me. Back to you.
Okay, Allie, thanks a lot. Catching up on the changes for Milwaukee. Jang, he's checked in for Nance. Rollins comes in for Prince. And it's Porter Jr. in for Trent.
You're coming right at you. KPJ playing with intensity.
And here's the timeout from Mitch Johnson now. And we might see some changes. Coach potentially looking to adjust. And San Antonio making a change here. Wembanyama's checked in. Now here's Wembanyama. Give him 8 points now. Fox outside. 3-pointer. Second chance shot. In deep. Johnson drops it in. Johnson's got 8 points.
Well, after a bad start, he looks like a different player right now.
That's the screen.
Porter, the pass to Green. To the left side wing. Here's Portis. Banked it in off the glass.
Yeah, when Portis gets the ball down there, he goes to work. Bobby has a nice blend of touch and size.
Ooh, nice work inside by Fox.
Keep getting him the ball. He's been a huge part of this offense.
Well, with De'Aaron Fox, he may go through peaks and valleys, but he's always dangerous, Stan.
Yeah, B.A., sometimes you watch and think, this defense is doing a great job against him. And then he'll drop 15 and a quarter without even breaking a sweat.
Now here's Johnson. He picked up 15 in their last win against the Grizzlies in Memphis. And it's out of bounds. They say it was last touched by Portis. And here's what the Milwaukee Bucks schedule looks like.
That's all right,
On
Kyle.
Sunday, they'll be matching up against Kawhi Leonard and the Los Angeles Clippers. And then on Tuesday, they'll take on Kyrie Irving and the Dallas Mavericks.
And that game against Houston, no question they'll be amped for that one. Eager to prove themselves against a tough opponent.
Turner, he's checked in for the Bucks.
Scouts love this from Wembanyama, a big who can hit smooth three-point shots.
Pass to Portis. Here's Rollins. Here's Jang. Tried to come right back with a 3 of his own, but it's no good. On offense, here is San Antonio. They're on a 15-6 run. 3-pointer. Fox gets the 3 to fall. Fox has got 7 points for the quarter.
When you let a team knock down that many threes, you know you're likely to be on the wrong side of a run.
Here's Rollins. He had a 36-point outing in their last game against Portland. Got it.
Well, listen, Portis certainly doesn't lack confidence off the catch. He feels like he can score anytime down the floor.
Here's Jang. And Milwaukee tacks on 2 more. Here's Fox. 17 points in the game. Outside for Wembanyama. Jacks up a 3. Yes! And a nice assist from Fox. Fox has got 6 assists in the game. And so timeout here by Doc Rivers. He'll take the opportunity to regroup. The Bucks making a switch here. Kuzma's checked in. San Antonio also making some changes. Champagnie, he's checked in for Barnes. Devin Vassell comes in for Johnson. And Castle subbed in for Harper. Here's Rollins. His offense has been fantastic, averaging just over 17 a game. Kuzma outside. Just 5 to shoot. Tries it from 19. Victor Wembanyama grabs the board. Wembanyama's got 5 rebounds in the game. Fox for 3. And San Antonio hits again from deep.
12 straight points off threes. This defense is not extending very well.
Turner, a screen on Fox. Porter looks it over. Drives to the hoop. And then Porter with the dunk.
And how fun is it watching Porter Jr. punch it in, leaving no room for error on the drive.
Here's Fox. He gets it in there. Fox has got 22 points.
Yeah, this quarter's all about him. He's just dominating at the offensive end.
30 seconds left to play in the second quarter. Turner finds Kuzma. No good with the elbow jumper.
Well, the analytics don't like it, but if the defense is giving it up, I like that shot selection despite the...
Here's Rollins. He's guarded by Kessel. And here's Turner from the arc. Kuzma for three. And that's not going to go. Misses at the buzzer. A dominating first half of play. And so far, it hasn't been close. It's the Spurs running away with it. And we'll be right back after halftime for the start of the third quarter. See you in just a bit.
Evening, folks. This first half is like a highlight reel for De'Aaron Fox.
Fox is balling. He's grown into a complete point guard. The shot is there tonight. He puts it the burners on. Watch out.
You can't teach speed like that. If you could, I'd be beating the Jet to the board every night. And now let's take a glimpse at... And that's it for halftime. Thank you for joining us. We send you back to Brian Anderson for the start of the third quarter.
And as we dive into the second half, we'll find out if the next two quarters are any different from the first two. So far, it's been a runaway. Boy, it's been one outstanding game from De'Aaron Fox.
What makes him an exciting player is the ultra-aggressive mindset that we saw over and over in the first half.
Yeah, he hasn't been settling. He's getting to the rim, and that's him at his best.
Spurs lead by 20, and we know how loyal Giannis is to Milwaukee, but trade rumors continue.
Yeah, it's just the reality when you have a superstar player, but not much of a title shot. The sense is Giannis deserves to make another run at it somewhere.
And on the floor for Mitch Johnson starting the second half. Castle at the 2 with Vassell at the 3. Then there's De'Aaron Fox. Then there's Wembanyama, and it's Champagnie at the 4-man position. It's Kuzma with the miss. And for the Spurs, they're shooting a sensational 78% from the field in this game.
And this rookie Castle is smooth on the drive. Can't give him any space in the lane.
Now here's Porter. He's got 6. Second half getting started. About a minute played. No good with the triple.
They really have a commanding lead, not just in points, but in rebounds as well.
And that one drops. Castle's gotten 4 this quarter.
Their interior D continues to look shaky. Not a good matchup for them right now.
Pass to Rollins. Now here's Porter. He's covered by Fox. Some nice passing by Milwaukee here. There's a screen by Turner. 5 to shoot. Will it go? Kuzma, that's good. Kuzma's got his second basket of the game.
The passion Kuzma plays with inside rubs off and makes his whole team better.
Here's Fox. And Fox powers it home.
Well, he's getting all he can offensively and making the most of it.
The Bucks have gone just 1 of 3 in the second half. And the Bucks call time here. Coach, I've heard you say one of the most frustrating things to watch is a team that beats itself.
Yeah, B.A., I think one of the things is before you can win, you got to make sure you don't lose. And when you're doing things like turning the ball over or fouling needlessly. Those are probably the two biggest areas. Those are beat-yourself types of stats. It's hard to get away with those at the highest level.
Porter gets the bucket. Porter's got 8.
It's nice to see they're not settling for three-pointers. These guys are putting in the work inside.
Pass to Castle. Out to Fox. From deep. Jang pulls it in.
And that's their first miss after hitting 4 in a row to start the half.
A chance here to catch up with Allen from the sideline.
Thanks. Victor Wembanyama is trying to gain strength, but he said it's important not to lose your mobility. So bulking up is not a good word. It's more being stable. That's the way to keep going. I don't need to bulk up. I need to get my core stronger. I need to get solid. Back over to you, Brian.
That approach makes sense. All right, Allie, thanks for the report. And he'll be shooting his first free throw. Free throw, no good for Fox.
A lefty who is lightning quick. De'Aaron Fox is one of the toughest covers in the league. The development of his three-point shot has been big because it forces you to come out to him.
And that's why you don't give up on the glass.
Man, his efforts well rewarded right there.
Well, that's what he does. He makes an impact with his activity on the boards.
Green's checked in for the Bucks. And this is his second attempt at the line tonight. And they say that leadership starts at the top, Stan. How does great ownership and the front office permeate an organization?
Well, you're absolutely right, EA. Leadership starts at the top. And the best owners in this league go out and get great people, and then they empower them. They don't micromanage. They get people to work and use their expertise to build the organization.
Wembanyama, the pass to Vassell. To the wing, right side. Pass to Castle. Second chance effort. And it's good on the layup. Castle's got 6 in the quarter.
Staying strong inside. Castle got touched up there, but it didn't throw him off.
Here's Rollins. Outside, Green. Off target with the 3. 1:57 left in the third quarter. Vassell outside. From downtown, knocks down the triple. Vassell's got 6 points.
Yeah, nice shot by Vassell. Really good three-point shooter.
Pass to Kuzma. Looking to win the run. Hits a three-pointer.
Exchanging buckets from downtown. That's been a staple of tonight's game.
Yeah, sometimes you get in a shootout like this, but you just hope that you can get a stop first.
Nice shot by Wembanyama.
Wembanyama quickly with one of his own, firing right back.
The Bucks have gotten 5 of 10 shots to go. And Grant, offensively, Wemby has a lot of different options. Talk about his game.
Well, put simply, we've never seen a 7-footer with this array of skills. He's an efficient shooter from anywhere, and the length to just about ignore defenders. I mean, he's got it all.
San Antonio has gone 3 of 5 from downtown here in the second half. Castle for 3. It's Milwaukee with a rebound. Kuzma's got 4 rebounds in the game. Here's Jang. Puts up a 3. Again, the miss by Kuzma.
Yeah, those shots from him are certainly not helping their case.
7-second difference between the shot clock and the game clock. Pass to Wembanyama. Gets it to go. He's now 9 for 11 on the night.
And the offensive skills of Wembanyama are a huge part of his high value, and nice to see him delivering.
Here's Kuzma. Gets some space and buries the jumper. Kuzma's got 7 now in this quarter. And so the San Antonio Spurs building a mountain of a lead, up 31 points as this quarter concludes. Their efficiency has been off the charts. They're running their sets well with patience and purpose. Back to the game after this break. And now we have a moment to reveal our State Farm assist of the game.
Woo, I'm fired up to see this dish one more time. It's always great to see your two guards share the wealth.
Yeah, and if you have both guards dishing like that and putting up points, wow, a coach's dream.
And we reach the fourth quarter in a game that may already be out of hand. Manning the backcourt, it's Porter and Trent Jr. Then it's Green, then it's Bobby Portis. It's Nance in at the power forward position. That's the group for Milwaukee right now.
B.A., the one-hand dunk just looks so fluid.
Yeah, absolutely. Even smooth when he's powering it home like that. From deep, Johnson. The rebound by the Bucks. Next up on the schedule, the Clippers. That'll be a home game, and that'll put them halfway through a 3-game homestand. Down low. And then Portis with the dunk.
That's a great two-player set. Portis setting the screen and moving with purpose. Nice work offensively.
San Antonio moving the ball around. Harper passes to Johnson. This one for three. Fires in the triple.
They are unconscious from outside, and so far, the defense has had no answer.
Look, when the three is falling like this, there's not a whole lot you can do defensively.
Now here's Porter. Here's Portis. And then Portis with the dunk.
Nice slam. You can expect this to happen when you allow Portis to get strong position inside.
And that one drops for him.
And this is what you want to do when you've got a big lead. You must stay aggressive.
Yeah, they're being absolutely relentless. Building this lead in every way possible.
Porter's shot is off. San Antonio's gone 1 of 2 from deep in this quarter. Here's Johnson. That one's good. And it's Barnes with the assist.
Well, when you get a guy like Johnson firing on all cylinders, good luck.
Here's Porter. And then Porter with the dunk.
Hanging on the rim, just showing off.
That's how you extend the glory right there. Kicks it out to Bryant. Johnson on the wing. Launches it. Nance pulls down the board. For Milwaukee, they've gotten 4 of 5 attempts to fall so far in the fourth. Ooh, the lead pass was in the perfect spot to set up the layup. Nance has got his first basket.
Very little resistance around the rim right now. That's the fifth. Straight bucket. They've given up in the paint.
Now a timeout called by San Antonio. So Milwaukee going with almost an entirely new group here. Turner, he's checked in for Portis. Kuzma comes in for Nance. Jang, he's checked in for Green. And it's Rollins in for Trent. San Antonio also making some changes. Wembanyama's checked in for Barnes. Castle comes in for Johnson. And De'Aaron Fox is subbed in for Harper.
And we've become accustomed to seeing this from Fox. A fantastic scorer who knows how to get himself going.
And here's Porter outside. It's not going to go for him.
And their physical dominance has been on display. A 10-rebound advantage is a good indicator of how this game has gone.
The three from Wembanyama. And that one falls. Now 10 for 12 with that make.
Lackluster defense, showing no desire to chase shooters off that line.
Here's Kuzma. Oh, rejected by Wembanyama.
The block by Wembanyama, and he'll lead the league in that category numerous times when it's all said and done.
Now here's Wembanyama. Good work there as it goes. Wembanyama's got 27 points.
And trying to put the game away, he's been nails all evening.
Yeah, but you can't let up now. We've seen too many wild comebacks in this league.
Here's San Antonio now. They're on a 14-6 run. A minute 58 left in the fourth quarter, and they pick up 2.
They're really dictating the tempo on both ends of the court. Love it.
Absolutely. They're playing their game and executing at a real high level. Everything is working for them.
Oh, it's blocked by Wembanyama.
A naturally gifted shot blocker. Wembanyama just has that sixth sense for detecting incoming shots.
They're really employing a deep-range initiative here in the fourth, and it's working.
Yeah, it's always a little risky to lean this hard on the three-point shot, but when you're knocking him down, you might as well keep riding it.
Now here's Porter. And he's 6 for 12 after that one.
And you can see how scary this team can be when everything is clicking for them. Just a terrific performance for the Spurs.
And everything seemed to go their way today. They were firing on all cylinders, Grant.
Yeah, B.A., this was the kind of performance you relish as a player. Just a very impressive win.
And as a strong year for the club continues, they've willed their way to 56 wins.
And against a non-conference opponent, you really want to win the first one. They'll go into the next one knowing how to beat this team for sure.
And what a huge performance it was for Victor Wembanyama.
Well, the defense he played is what jumps out to me. Did a fantastic job to bother shooters, and he's got the blocks to show for it.
Now here's Fox. Bryant left side and out of bounds. Milwaukee will have it.
Well, that's an unforced error. If you want to drive your coach crazy, that's the way to do it.
For San Antonio, Harrison Barnes, he's checked in for Cornette. Johnson comes in for Castle. And it's Harper in for De'Aaron Fox. Here's Porter inside. It's stolen by Wembanyama. 9 seconds separating the shot clock and game clock. Harper passes to Bryant. Here's Rollins. Outside Porter. Over Bryant. And the Bucks miss again. Outside Johnson. Left side Barnes. From deep Harper. Good.
Yeah, he makes it look so easy out there. The game comes naturally to him.
And so it's San Antonio easily grabbing this one. To walk into enemy territory and deliver a performance like that, that says a lot about this squad.
They really came in looking confident and didn't let anything shake them. This is what a dominant team looks like.
And that about wraps it up. For Stan Van Gundy, Grant Hill, and Allie LaForce, this is Brian Anderson. We hope you enjoyed our broadcast. And as we leave you, here's a look at our player of the game, Victor Wembanyama.
$5. Wow. What the stars that player?
to get into it. NBA action on 2K Sports. I'm Kevin Harlan. Greg, we look at the rosters of these teams, the athleticism they both have just jumps right off the page.
Listen, we're almost guaranteed multiple highlight level plays in this one. This is the kind of game where you see what incredible athletes the NBA has.
And now the opening lineup for Detroit. The forwards are Thompson and Harris. Then it's Duncan Robinson. Then there's Jalen Duren. And it's Jenkins in at the point guard position.
A versatile guard, DiVincenzo is excellent at hitting his teammates in their spots.
Pass to Duren, inside. Here's Harris, and the basket is good, and he's got a chance here for one more at the line.
And once he got to the 10, I think he was surprised to find himself that wide open.
Well, this early, they should be showing a lot more energy on defense. It's not there.
So, Clark, looking at the history of the Timberwolves, they're in the most successful stretch ever.
Yeah, you look at the first 24 seasons, Minnesota won just 2 playoff series total. They've won 4 rounds in the last 2 years alone in the playoffs. You know, what's been the key if you ask that question? I'd say having that guy Anthony Edwards is where you start.
Jenkins can't get it to go. Minnesota's gone 2 of 2 from 3-point range here in the first quarter. Here's Dosunmu. Plays it up and banks it in. Dosunmu's got his second bucket of the night.
Boy, he is looking confident. Love how they're using him so far.
And you know what? They're going to keep using him. I mean, he'll be the centerpiece of their offense today. You can bank on that.
Thompson for the triple. Gobert pulls it in.
That's another miss. Already they've missed 3 out of 4 to start.
Randall. His shot is good, making it a perfect 2 for 2 from the floor.
Every night, Randall draws a ton of contact, and he dishes it out, too.
Pass to Harris. Duren with a screen on Randall. They need this. Harris drives in. And out of bounds as the Timberwolves gain possession. Now about 2 minutes gone here in the first quarter. Randall outside. There's the triple. Misses that one. His first miss of the night. 2 for 3.
Not a problem when that's your first miss of the game. Strong start.
Jenkins dishes to Harris. Deep 2 from Robinson. Detroit, no good that time either.
I guess even he has took this one of those once in a while.
And Gobert kicks to McDaniel. Another shot, and it's finished off inside by Gobert.
And the story here, Kevin, early on is how well they've shot the basketball.
Very high percentage so far, and if you want to start a game hot, that's the way to do it.
And so the timeout here by J.D. Bickerstaff. He's going to take a minute here to get things straightened out. As the playoffs near, let's take a look at the Eastern Conference standings. Taking a look at Detroit, they've got their eye on the #1 seed as the season moves into the final stretch. Currently first place in the standings, and guys showing no signs of letting up.
And right now, for the Pistons, they are just cruising. I mean, they have the talent, the coaching, and they play with such passion. Nobody wants to face them down the stretch.
Okay, Washington.
6 to shoot. Duren the pass to Robinson. Here's Jenkins. Good, and the assist goes to Robinson.
Not the biggest fan of that shot, but he had the space to get it off, so why not?
Timberwolves leading by 6. 13 feet away. Here's Dosunmu. Well, good with the triple. The Minnesota Timberwolves coming to this one after the win against the Rockets. And Duren slams it in.
Chemistry at its best. An unreal alley-oop.
You're right. The pass, the catch, the dunk, all of it perfect.
And it all had to be, because that's not nearly as easy as they made it appear.
Back to Gobert. Lays it up off the glass. Gobert's got his second bucket tonight.
And there's a pattern starting to take shape here. They're working it inside and getting good shots from close range.
Well, I agree with you. 4 of their last 5 baskets have been exactly of that variety.
Thompson misses. It's Gobert with the ball for the Minnesota Timberwolves. 6-point lead coming into this, having notched a win against the Rockets in their last game.
And it was one of those games where it was just hard to get anything going, and you could see frustrations emerge.
And you know what? Even though it was a frustrating night shooting the ball, they found a way to get it done and pulled it out. And a win's a win, and that ultimately is all that matters.
Clark, he's checked in for the Timberwolves. Bones Highland comes in for Dante DiVincenzo. Here's Thompson. Rebound, Minnesota.
That's not the type of opportunity he fails to convert very often.
On the wing, Dosunmu. Fires for three. The shot is good. And so is his shooting tonight. 3 for 4.
Displaying intensity right off the opening tip, especially on the offensive end.
Tell you what, forget about easing into the game. They came out with guns blazing.
Timberwolves leading by 11. Island finds Dosunmu. From downtown, it's hauled in by Harris. Detroit's gone a meager 1 of 6 from three-point land since we got started tonight. Sinks the triple.
Great awareness by Thompson, wanting to find his open teammates whenever he can.
Minnesota's gone 3 of 7 from three-point range in the first quarter. Dosunmu, the pass to Gobert. That one goes in for him, too, making it look easy. He's now 4 for 4.
Well, if it ain't broke, don't fix it. They keep getting it in the paint and continue to score consistently.
Sasser gets the bucket.
Yeah, another nice bucket down low. They've really been able to work the ball into the post effectively here so far.
That's for Gobert. Got it. Good job in the low post. Gobert's got 10.
Yeah, they have gone full throttle from the opening tip, showing no signs of letting up.
And, you know, when you've got a chance to put a team away early, you got to take it.
Rudy Gobert, he's feeling it tonight and has been the driving force for Minnesota. Between his points and his rebounds, he was a star for him in that quarter. We'll return shortly. And welcome back to the second quarter of action. Plenty of basketball left to play, but this one has been one-sided so far. And a closer look here at the scoring breakdown for Minnesota.
You know, so far in this one, these guys have been knocking it down from distance. You've got to like their confidence as this game continues. They're on a nice roll.
And one other thing they've done well today, guys, share the ball. I mean, set up teammates and just playing unselfishly.
Anderson is out there with Naz Reid. Then it's Conley. Then it's Bones Highland. And it's Clark in at the 3 spot. So that's the Timberwolves 5. Reid in the post. Reid misses.
Very dangerous to leave a guy like that open. Lucky break there for the D.
And this young Pistons team, GA, you and I love them, building around toughness.
Yeah, offensively, attacking the paint, defensively, well, they are engaged. And they'll send you to the foul line quite a bit, but that's a product of that hard-nosed style.
It's time to send it over now to our reporter, Allie LaForce.
Hey, Chris Finch getting buy-in from his players top to bottom. Anthony Edwards said, he's such a great coach and just a likable person. He will coach you hard and he comes in ready to work every day. We look forward to working with someone like that. Kevin?
Hasn't bought in. Thanks so much for the report, Allie. And so the timeout here by J.B. Bickerstaff. He's going to take this chance to talk to his guys. And some changes here for the Timberwolves. Randall's checked in for Anderson. McDaniels comes in for Clark. And it's Dante DiVincenzo in for Mike Conley. Then for the Pistons, Jalen Duren. He's checked in for Reid. Robinson comes in
what's
for
up,
Ferris
man?
Over. And it's Jenkins in for Marcus Sasser. Back to Randall. For the 3. The shot is good. And so is his shooting tonight. 3 for 4.
Well-rounded effort, and they show no signs of letting up.
Almost no holes in their performance tonight. They've been tremendous.
Pass to Holland. The Pistons working the ball around now. And here's Herter outside. Detroit, no good that time either.
And not allowing the shooter even an inch of breathing room on that one.
And, guys, that's exactly the kind of high-impact defense they want to see out of him.
And they've repeatedly probed inside in the first half, guys, and it's paid off.
They're in high post. Pass to Herter. Halt the run. Robinson for three. Rebound, Minnesota.
Just a performance on the interior. The rebounding has been off the charts.
Yeah, you look across the board, it's actually sizing up, shaping up to be a great game. I mean, strong performances throughout, and they've really been strong on the glass.
DiVincenzo kicks to McDaniel. Randall from outside. Up and in for the basket. Number 4. That makes him 4 for 5 now. Offenses are putting the ball in the hands of their stars and letting them go to work.
Yeah, you know,
Take a
Kevin,
break.
that's because NBA offense is all about creating space, and usually your star players can do that with a high level of skill, speed, shot making, and playmaking. You can create it with strength as well. Giannis and Luka.
Here's what Minnesota's going with right now. Gobert, he's checked in for me. And it's Dosumo in for Highland.
Happens sometimes.
Pistons trail by 20. Right side Robinson. A shot by Thompson, and no one's around. That 3 off the mark. Here's Minnesota. A nice run, going 12 in a row. Three-pointer, Randall. And again, Minnesota with the triple.
He's found his rhythm from deep, and you can see the confidence.
As a matter of fact, he's doing all this work from behind.
Oh, that's cool.
Deep 2 from Robinson. Draining for 2 points. Robinson's got his first 2 points of the night.
And his presence as a scorer, it just has a calming effect.
On the lab, it's been like 700 something.
That's a 2 from Randall. He clangs that one off the back iron, and down it falls. 16 points.
My last one to that degree was when I did the Super Bowl. I had like 6 something.
Up high to stuff the alley-oop.
And the definition of teamwork right there on that alley-oop.
And Greg, what about the finish? Bringing it down with some thunder. Yeah.
I tell you what, I think the pass was even better. I mean, that was room service delivery at its finest.
An NBA champion with the Bucks. What do you think about Dante DiVincenzo?
Well, the guy's a winner. I mean, I think about his spectacular performance in the championship game back in 2018. And then he plays hard. Takes to help the team win, and his defense and three-point shooting bring great value to his team.
It's always better to be lucky.
Right now it's just
unless you're as good as he is, then those
mainly 2K and Mortal Kombat 1.
Fires the 3, buries the long-range jumper. Dosumo's got 11 points.
And really, as the three-pointers keep flying, you get the sense that the frustration is mounting for the defense.
Yeah, and they either have been unwilling or unable to take that shot away.
From past the arc, and again, Minnesota with the triple.
I don't think anybody would call him a consistent three-point threat, but Randall can certainly drop in a few if you give him room.
Jenkins dishes to Thompson. Pass to Robinson. On the wing, Harris. And Thompson kicks to Jenkins. And he can't answer back. The three-pointer offline.
I played a little Mortal Kombat with my little brother.
Randall outside. From the arc. And so it's Minnesota holding a very comfortable 25-point lead as the quarter comes to a close. Their defense has been terrific in this game.
Yeah, that's cool. Who you like playing
moment
with?
To go courtside, Allie LaForce has got something for us.
Thanks. So we have Coach Finch here at the half. How key is Rudy Gobert to this offense?
Yeah, I mean, he brings a whole different dynamic to offense. Just making him feel part of our offense. Just creates so much gravity when he's rolling hard out there, creating a lot of good shots for his teammates.
He's on fire. Thanks, Coach.
Thanks, Allie. Much appreciated. Halftime now, and we'll be back to get the third quarter underway in just a moment.
Welcome to the halftime show. And if they're going to turn this around, it's going to be a long
I think I was streaming Battlefield 6 last.
And let's do something we never, ever,
Oh yeah,
ever
I got
do.
that in my queue to play too, I think.
What topic?
So we don't have a topic, Shaq?
Isn't that a topic? Being off topic?
Well, that was more no topic than off topic, but that's all the time we have for this.
Support the stream.
Thankfully.
Hit the cash up.
Changing focus now to the tough first half for the Detroit Pistons.
They're getting steamrolled, giving up too many points in the paint.
And it's just not the rim protection. You have to stay in front of all ball handlers, or you'll get broken down and eaten alive.
And that is a wrap. Now let's send you back to Kevin Harlan for the start of the
And with a big gap on the scoreboard, the second half begins with very different goals for these teams. One side trying to mount a comeback, one side trying to protect their lead. We're seeing a tremendous game from Julius Randle.
And if he can keep shooting from deep like he did in the first half, he's going to be more than a handful.
Yeah, you know what? The defense is going to adjust. They'll be ready for him now, so I'm sure they talked a lot about how to slow him down.
And so it's Randle bringing it up now for the Minnesota Timberwolves. Their next game is at the American Airlines Center in Dallas for a game with the Mavericks. And that one will start off a 3-game road trip for the team. Tipping off the second half, here's J.B. Bickerstaff's 5. Harris steps in at the 4, with Duran at the center spot. Then it's Asar Thompson. Then it's Robinson, and it's Jenkins in at the 1 spot.
And physically, there's no doubt they've been the stronger team. A plus 10 rebound advantage tells you all you need to know.
The Thunder shot's good.
That's a dozen straight points coming off the triple.
You know, they're having free reign from beyond the arc. The defense is just not there.
And Duran slams it in.
And he might be small for a center, but boy, can he jump out of the building.
And having a star in Anthony Edwards, Clark with so much confidence, what kind of impact does that have for the Wolves?
Well, it's huge. I mean, he wants the pressure of carrying the team, and with his outgoing nature and skill set, that mentality, I think, permeates the team and gives it great confidence.
The Timberwolves shooting their first free throws of this game.
And it's been an average year, really, at the free throw line for this group, only around 75%.
And guys, you know what? That's made things hard for them in a lot of their games. I mean, that inability to convert their chances at the free throw line.
And part of what makes Gobert effective is his presence. Just the threat of a shot blocker is a deterrent, and it makes him a monster on D.
For Detroit, they have shot just 1 free throw earlier, 1 for 1 in the game. And he can't hit the second. Minnesota's gone 2 of 2 from long range in the third quarter so far. McDaniels backs in, coming off an assist from Randle. Randle's got 3 assists tonight.
3 for 3 this half. Nothing to complain about with that.
Time call here. The Pistons decide to talk it over. Nice game. Great performance by Julius Randle.
Well, they have one thing to talk about. How do we stop this guy from knocking down threes?
As we close in on the start of the playoffs, let's see how the West is stacking up. You look at the Timberwolves. They've done well enough to be in 5th place in the conference so far.
Well, I think for Minnesota, they're in a good spot as the season winds down. Probably starting to think playoff strategy at this point. Just have to keep themselves above that play-in line.
Jenkins the pass to Harris. Deep 2 from Robinson. No good there.
And a big lead for them on both the scoreboard and the backboard thus far.
Yeah, rebounding has been a big key in this one. They've asserted their will and have taken control on the glass.
Now let's take a minute to talk to Allie LaForce courtside. Allie.
Thanks a lot, Kevin. Rudy Gobert talked about his objectives. He said, my goal is to be the best defender ever. And now my only focus is to win a championship and to keep impacting my team. Keep trying to make my team the top defense in the league. I think that's the best measure of an all-time defender. Back to you.
He can lock it down. Okay, Allie, thanks. Harris's shot is good. Harris has got 5.
Boy, this is the threat that Harris poses now. He's a scorer from every level. Inside, three-point land, and at the rim.
Gobert gets the bucket.
And they're passing the ball very crisply here.
The Pistons have gone 3 of 5 to start the second half, developing a nice rhythm out there. You know, Clark, Rudy Gobert is often the victim of unfair criticism.
Yeah, I couldn't agree with you more there. I mean, that's just what people tend to do, the talking heads, if you will. I think too many times folks focus on what he can't do instead of appreciating all that he does. I mean, he excels as a rim protector, a screener, a physical presence in the paint. I mean, I think he's going to go down as one of the all-time outstanding defenders in league history.
Here's Dosunmu. Off target from outside. Detroit has gone 1 of 2 from beyond the arc since break. And Duren slams it in.
Offensively, he's carrying his weight, doing his part. Maybe they should get the ball to him a little bit more.
And it's a completely new lineup for Minnesota. And a switch here also for Detroit. Howland, he's checked in for Jalen Duren. Pass to Highland. Here's Ingles. For 3. Thompson with the rebound. Now Robinson. They look to him for part of their offensive attack. Right now he averages nearly 12 points a game. Here's Harris. Uses the glass to finish the layup. 7 points in the game.
When you get looks from there, you're doing a lot right.
Over to the wing.
Who's watching here?
Back to Highland. That's in there. Conley with the assist.
And that's an example of playing big, adapting to the situation.
And sometimes that's the best policy when you're going up against a big guy. Take it to the 10. Right at him. Get to the rack.
And the basket by Harris.
The defense not putting up any fight on the inside. They've allowed 10 straight points in the paint.
That's not the kind of streak you want to be part of defensively. Tighten it up, fellas.
And it's Clark in the corner. Back to Highland. Just 5 on the clock. Baseline try, and the Timberwolves tack on 2 more.
And even with the big lead, he remains focused on the task at hand.
Yeah, and you know, that is some shaky and shoddy defensive work. They got to tighten it up.
Robinson a screen on Ingles. Here's Holland. Offline with his 3. Timberwolves have gone 7 of 10 on their field goal attempts here in the third. Back to Highland. Nice ball movement by Minnesota. Here's Reed. Nailed from three-point land. Reed's got his second bucket of the night.
This is a big part of Reed's value. I mean, he's proficient from deep, and he's got a quick trigger, too.
Harris, good.
Man, have they been effective at getting the ball inside.
I tell you, we're taking a look at some real deficiencies defensively. I mean, they've given up 5 straight good looks in the paint.
Here's Reed. Rebounded by the Pistons. Harris has got 4 rebounds in this game. And Thompson kicks to Jenkins. That's in, coming off the assist from Thompson. Thompson's got 3 assists now in this one.
Most any coach loves points coming off assists.
And so it's Minnesota in very good shape with a 23-point lead at the end of the quarter. From the field, they have been outstanding, amazing shooting. That's what has them headed to a blowout. Right back after this break. And a worthy candidate tonight as we take a look at our State Farm assist of the game.
And definitely deserving of the prize tonight. How about the read he made here? Looking like a point guard, putting the pass right on the money.
Terrific versatility coming from a big man. Not something that the majority of big guys possess.
And there may not be a lot of drama down the stretch as we head into the fourth quarter, but stranger things have happened. They've got Reed, Conley out there with Bones Highland. And it's Shannon in at the small forward position. So that's the lineup for Minnesota. Right side, Reed. Conley, the pass to Reed. Hits the assist and lays it in. Picked out the pass nicely.
At 6'9" and about 260, Naz Reid has the size to make room for himself inside.
Pass to LeVert. Now here's Herder. Off target with his three. Outside Conley. Freeman passes to Highland. Here's Shannon. And it's Highland in the corner. Buries it from three-point range.
And the lack of effort to fight over the screen there makes that an easy shot.
Well, I'm going to credit the screen. I mean, that's a good, strong pick he lays there.
LeVert the pass to Duran. Throws down the alley-oop slam.
Oh, such a beautiful pass to set that one
Yeah,
up.
the pass might have been pretty, but the finish was angry.
Well, you need both to make it special, and they pulled it off just right. Nice setup. Excellent team basketball.
And so LeVert will bring it up for the Pistons. Officiating is always a hot topic among fans. Greg, that's never going to go away. And some people think the game is called too closely now.
Careful, Kevin. We don't need any fines over here. Fans are bound to get frustrated with certain calls, but overall, I think our officials do a great job, and the game is about as fair as it can be.
Island with it. And the Timberwolves hit again from deep.
They're getting a lot of their points outside the paint. 3 of their last 5 baskets are from three-point range.
Pass to Holland. Stolen by Michael Conley. And now here comes Conley leading the break. Highland misses.
And that was lining up to be a huge alley-oop, but they just couldn't quite connect.
And you know, guys, always a tough catch on the lob. Placement and timing have to be close to perfect.
Kept alive. Here's Holland. He tries for 3. Up again. It's good on the putback.
And of the last 6 baskets, 5 have come on the interior. This is just smash mouth physical basketball, guys.
Here's Highland. A three-pointer off the mark. The Pistons have gone 3 of 7 from the floor in the fourth. That's a 42% mark in the quarter. Pass to Duran. That's number 9 to fall. He's only taken 10 shots.
Well, he's leading the way, trying to get everybody else going now.
And a little over 3.5 minutes in the books so far here in the fourth. Here's Freeman. Here's Shannon. LeVert defending. To the wing on the left. Launches a 3. Knocks down the 3-ball. Shannon's got 5 points in the quarter.
And perimeter scoring, I have to imagine it was a topic of discussion at halftime.
Certainly. I mean, they saw a weakness in the perimeter defense and took advantage of it.
During the pass to LeVert. Whistle blows. Basket is good. So a chance here for a 3-point play.
You know, guys, with good size and length for his position, LeVert can convert tough baskets.
Looking at who's out there now for the Pistons. Tobias Harris is checked in for Holland. Asar Thompson comes in for Kevin Herter. And it's Jenkins in for Marcus Sasser. Here's Highland. And the 3 off target.
And close to making the defense pay for the lax coverage that time.
Goes up and lays it nice and easy.
And so it's going to end up in the record books as a blowout, a dominating performance for Minnesota.
And this was one that never really was in doubt, I thought, an all-around dominant performance. And you kind of thought that maybe even going into the game.
Yeah, there was a sense of that, and man, they just pretty much blew them right out of the water. Clinic was put on display here today.
And these guys already with 45 wins on the year. So tonight we'll make it 46.
And with the win approaching, they'll take the first game here of 2 that they'll play against this team. Nice to get that first one out of the way and set the tone.
It sure is. It's just a 2-gamer since they're in opposite conferences. And you can bet they'll take the same approach right into game 2 that they had tonight.
And what a tremendous standout performance it was for Julius Randle.
What's left to say about his performance? I mean, the fans definitely got their money's worth.
Duncan Robinson, he's checked in for the Pistons.
tell you what, fellas, I mean, an outstanding stretch for Harris has been awesome at adding pieces to his game over time, specifically that three-point shot.
Clark, the pass to Highland. Nice ball movement by Minnesota to the left side wing. Pass to Reed. Back to Anderson. 6 on the shot clock. Clark kicks to Anderson. This one for 3. Rebounded by the Pistons. There's 25 seconds left here in the fourth quarter. And here is Jenkins. On the way, Harris. Pass to Jenkins. Fires the 3. It's Clark with the rebound. Now Highland. So it's Minnesota winning this one easily. And the outcome of this one was never in doubt.
And boy, they really put in a supreme effort. It just felt like once they had that lead and it was comfortable, they were not going to relinquish it.
Well, folks, that's going to do it for now. So for Allie LaForce and my colleagues here at the table, Clark Kellogg and Greg Anthony, this is Kevin Harlan. Thanks for being with us. But as we go, let's take a look at our player of the game, Julius Randle.
All right, Buzz City, it's time to meet and greet your Hornets starting 5. The man in the middle, 6 feet 10 inches, number 14, Musa Diabate. At power forward, 6 feet 7, number 0, Bridges. At the shooting guard position, 6 feet 7, number 24, Brandon Miller. The other forward position, at 6 foot 6 inches, number 7, Colin Cowboy. The other guard position, 6 feet 7, number 1, LaMelo Ball.
Heading now into the final stages of the regular season. How excited are you for the playoffs, Doris?
BA, I absolutely cannot wait. This is always a long season, and there's a little bit of time left, but boy, can you feel the anticipation.
Here are the 5 for Philadelphia. Quentin Grimes out there with Edgecombe. Then there's Paul George. Then it's Joel Embiid. And it's Barlow in at the 4. Now here's Grimes. Shoots from 14. Here's George. Knipple with the rebound. Here's Miller. And the Hornets, another 3.
Oh, that's a big-time look right there from Brandon Miller. We know this guy shoots with great confidence.
Hey, yo, right here.
They set the pick. Here's Edgecombe. And 1.
Wow!
And so it looks like the Sixers will retain possession here. 5 on the clock. Gets his second attempt to go. Now he's 1 for 2.
Timeout, when this guy has got his rhythm, he can be tough to guard.
And Charles Lee wants a timeout. He might have seen something he needs to review with his guys. A little over a minute gone here in the first quarter. And for the Sixers, the growth of Tyrese Maxey has been everything.
Oh, my. His growth, both with his play, but also with his leadership, has meant a lot. And he has such a joyful energy that really helps pull this team together.
And Philadelphia has possession after Charlotte's three-pointer on the other end. Edgecombe, no good.
Boy, he won't miss many of those, but it certainly happens and did there.
Miller can't get it to go. The 76ers have gone 1 of 4 to begin this one. Let's go now to the sideline and catch up with Allie LaForce.
I caught up with Coach Charles Lee. Coach knows that Joel Embiid is going to get his fair share of trips to the line, and he told me that's a part of his game, and he's great at it. If he can bait us into contact and still find a way to get a shot up, it's going to take a very disciplined approach from us tonight on Joel. We'll see if they're up for the task. Brian, back to you.
All right, appreciate it, Allie.
Yeah, that's all you.
Now here's George. Against Chicago, he was really on his game. Here's Embiid. Off the mark with the outside fadeaway. The Hornets have gone 3 of 5 here in the opening quarter. Here's Miller. Nails it from 3. Miller's got 6 points.
And their offense looking like a well-oiled machine.
And a little over 2.5 minutes gone here in the first. George, good.
Well, Paul George says, I can answer with my own big-time three-point shot. Go to work, PG.
Here's Ball. Over to the wing. Bridges outside. Fires the 3. And Charlotte another 3.
And they are letting those threes fly from outside.
And then Embiid with the dunk.
The Embiid can throw it down from anywhere. So much power for the big fella.
Here's Knippel. Connects again from distance.
For this franchise now, he's hit the most threes in a single season. Unbelievable.
His incredible range stretches out the defense on a nightly basis. It's an invaluable element to this offense.
Both teams are starting to find a rhythm here.
And this is partly what the game has become, right? A matter of dueling three-point opportunities.
And here's Knippel from the arc. It's good. And the assist that time from Ball. Ball's got his 3rd assist of the night.
A dozen consecutive points off of threes. This defense looks rattled.
Charlotte leading by 6. In a lot of ways, Paul George has been the prototype of the modern swingman.
Yeah, 6'8", and with his versatile skill set, plug and play on any team. But health has been a challenge as of late. Now in his mid-30s, can he maintain that elite level?
So Nick Nurse has decided to call timeout here. We might see him looking to make some tweaks to the strategy. Stretching the floor makes all the difference. Let's see which teams do the best job of it. The Hornets, 3rd.
Instead of just bombing away, they work hard to create good looks from beyond the arc.
A minute 42 left now in the first quarter. Pass to Barlow. The 3 is up. And the rebound goes to Charlotte. This game coming on the heels of their win versus the Knicks.
That was a tremendous all-around game. Their intensity was there, and their production was right there along with it, too.
Yeah, definitely. I mean, it was hard to imagine them being much better at the offensive end. They were so efficient in almost every aspect.
Here's Barlow. The Hornets making their last shot. A minute 6 left in the first quarter here. Just 5 on the clock. George for 3. Diabate grabs the board. Charlotte leading by 11. Pass to Knippel. Beyond the arc. And the Hornets, another 3.
I just love the ball move.
To the paint. Shot to stop the run. And Embiid throws it down.
Strong finish to cut into that lead a little.
Man, left no doubt with that one, Grant. Outside White. To the left wing. And here's Knipple from the arc. Yes, sir, and it's Ball with the assist that time. Knipple's got 17.
They're getting torched on the perimeter. 4 of the last 5 buckets have been threes.
About 3 seconds between the shot clock and the game clock. Pass to Barlow. They set the screen. Here's Embiid. Pulls up. He can't get that one to fall. And as the first quarter wraps up, already a double-digit lead. Charlotte on top, up by 15. And we'll be back in just a minute with the start of the second quarter. Great to have you with us. Second quarter of basketball. This game has not exactly been neck and neck, but plenty of time left in this one. All right, guys, what do you think so far about the offensive approach for Charlotte?
Yeah, their early focus on outside scoring has paid off. They're finding plenty of points from three-point land.
Yeah, and what an excellent display of passing in the early stages of this game. A good deal of their points coming directly off quality passes.
So, on the floor for Philadelphia to kick off the second quarter, we've got Edwards. Andre Drummond is out there with Walker. Then there's Campaign, and it's Terry in at the 2 spot.
Boy, how about the timing, the delivery? That is exactly how you set a teammate up.
Hornets leading by 12. To the inside. Some nice passing by Charlotte here. White for 3, and he buries his first look.
Man, they're having a hard time defending the triple. That's 3 in a row.
And here's Payne. He had a 15-point outing in their last game against Chicago. Misses the 3.
Boy, not much defensive pressure on that 3, but he still couldn't make it.
White, the pass to Bridges. Launches the 3. Can't get a second shot to fall. Now 1 of 2. And there's the drive. Terry's shot is good. And timeout called by Charles Lee. A moment to rest and confer on the game plan. Well, Grant, as more and more teams look to get up and down, you think that lends itself to going deeper down the roster?
Oh, definitely, B.A. Also, with the G League and bigger coaching staffs enabling end-of-the-bench guys to get more reps, it helps them stay ready when their number is called.
The Hornets making a switch here. Miller's checked in. Philadelphia also making some changes. Embiid, he's checked in for Drummond. Grimes comes in for Edwards. And it's Edgecombe in for Terry.
B.A., forget about attempting the long-range 3 to cut into that lead. Just attack the rim, my man.
Man, that was sweet. Thanks for that great view, courtesy of the AT&T Connected Cam. Here's Miller. Again, the miss by the Hornets.
He started the game scorching the Nets from deep. 3 triples in the first period, but none here in the second.
That's good from Embiid on the assist by Payne. Payne's got 3 assists in the game.
Just love the unselfishness there. Keep the ball moving. Good things happen.
And from the sideline, let's catch up with Allie.
Thank you, Brian. The Sixers, they want to get over the top. Joel Embiid said, I've accomplished everything individually, but there's one thing missing, which is to win a championship. We have to do whatever it takes to make sure that in the postseason I'm healthy and as dominant as I've ever been. Guys, back to you.
His health is key. Allie, we appreciate the report.
And I tell you, no secret that Miles Bridges at his best when finishing at the cup.
So Nick Nurse has decided to call timeout here. I think right now he might be looking at some adjustments. Will grant a wrist injury hampered Brandon Miller in year 2. Good to have him back in action, though.
Yeah, the number 2 pick in 2023. I mean, the future is still bright for Miller. And he'll have every opportunity to fulfill his immense potential.
Barlow's checked in for the Sixers. Edwards comes in for Payne. The 3 is up. Philadelphia with another miss. Hornets leading by 11. Embiid covers. 3-pointer, Bridges knocks it down from distance. Bridges has got 11 points.
Yeah, first quarter he's dropped 2 threes. Now he has another to his credit.
It's deflected. Just under 3.5 minutes played here in the second quarter. Back to White. Fires from deep. And Charlotte, another three.
Their defense has to do a better job of smothering those shooters.
Here's Edgecombe. He had 22 in the win against Chicago. Can they get it? It goes. He's made 3 shots in 6 attempts.
Well, shaky start. He's putting that in the rear view and finding his groove.
Pass to Miller. Pulls up on the wing. And he buries that one. Back rim and in. 11 points in the game.
Just showing off his passing skills, White sends the ball right into the hands of a ready three-point shooter.
To the middle. Here's Embiid. Inside. Embiid gets the advantage.
This guy's been great, no doubt about it, but it hasn't been enough to get them where they want to be.
Charlotte leading by 14. Embiid covers. Now Bridges. 17 points for him last game against New York. To the inside. Here's Edgecombe. Yes, and it's Edwards picking up the assist.
He's been a marksman this period. Their shot mechanics finally in sync.
And here's White. He'll bring it up for Charlotte. It's intercepted. Here's Grimes. Oh, look out! Joel Embiid with a power jam.
And that's the hunger that Embiid plays with. He just gobbles up the miss and goes back up for the score.
Three-pointer, Bridges. Offensive rebound. Pass to McNeely. Miller on the wing, covered by Grimes. And the shot goes in. And that's 13 points for Brandon Miller.
Unselfish play by Miles Bridges right there. The team wants more of that.
Here's Edgecombe. He's got 9. And here's Embiid. And the shot's good. Embiid's got 8 points in the quarter.
They're punishing those late defensive rotations, getting good looks inside throughout the half.
And so it's the Charlotte Hornets earning this break in the action, up 10. And it's mostly due to their superb shooting. They've wasted very few possessions. All right, stick around. We'll be right back after this.
Good to have you with us. With the season in its latter portion, let's look at the Eastern Conference playoff race.
Look here now at Charlotte. They played okay, but unfortunately, that's not getting you into the playoffs. They were hoping to take the next step this year. That led to a lot of...
And turning back to our first half, things going well, extremely well for the Charlotte Hornets.
I've got to admit, even when these guys are covered, they make the shots.
Yeah, you like to say close out on the shooters, make them earn their points aside. But even if that were tried, I don't think it would play out that way.
Thanks for tuning in. Now we head back to Brian Anderson for the start of the third quarter.
And we played through the first half. Plenty of basketball left in this one. Here's Edgecombe. Ball and Miller at the 1 and the 2. Knipple out there with Miles Bridges. And it's Diamante in at the center position. So that's the group out there for Charlotte.
And force-feeding the ball inside. I mean, no reason to go away from what's working.
LaMelo sending it.
Now, this is what you love about having length in the backcourt. That 6'7" frame. Go ahead and finish, LaMelo.
76ers trail by 10. Here's George. And the shot goes down. George has got 10.
We've seen that more than once today. An effortless basket inside.
So far, Grant, we've seen some encouraging intangibles from VJ Edgecombe.
Yeah, you know, he reminds me of Victor Oladipo or even a Dwayne Wade physically. Just an explosive athlete. And I love the way he uses that strength and quickness at the defensive end of the floor.
Really left him alone that time. He's got 12.
I'll tell you exactly the start to this half that you're looking for. He's taken 3 shots. He's made 3 shots.
And here's Knipple from the arc. Yes, sir. And it's Ball with the assist that time. Ball's got 6 assists in the game.
Yeah, he's in his bag from beyond the arc right now. You see his confidence.
And I think the defender knows once he gets cooking, look out. The bucket looks awfully big to him right now.
And a quick look here at some of the numbers for him. '76ers trail by 10. Here's the 3. Diabate grabs the board. Diabate's got his 4th rebound in this one.
Nice rebound. Trying to match the other team's intensity right now.
And when it comes to adding sizzle to the steak, just watch LaMelo Ball, Doris.
I love that, PA. Certainly, entertainment is a big aspect of this young man's game. The fancy dribbling, the no-look passes, the range on his three-point shooting. He alone can be worth the price of a ticket.
And to encourage more mid-range and post-play, some have suggested moving the three-point line outward.
I do not like this idea, BA. You can't move the corner any further back. How many sideline violations do we already have? Let the game play as is.
Pass to Edgecombe. Philadelphia moving it around. Oh, he hits that one. 8 for 11 and remaining a thorn in the D side.
On fire to start the second half. 4-5 from the field.
And here's Knipple from the arc. And again for 3.
And that last 3 now ties him for the franchise record for most in a season. You know he's looking for that next one.
You talk about being locked in all year long. Next one sets the franchise record. What a season it's been for him.
And he's coming off a huge performance, and his confidence couldn't be any higher. And his coach knows that, too.
Well, the best players, to me, deliver night after night after night. So as long as he's hot, keep riding it.
This defense just can't stay connected to shooters.
Pass to Barlow. Layup is good off the glass.
Pick works well there, but the defense left a lot to be desired.
It takes incredible effort to stay connected to the hip of the offensive player. You've got to want to work.
And trust me, when the D's slow to react, he'll be the first guy to make them pay.
And that's typical of this guy. He's always reading the situation, reacting quickly, and capitalizing.
They have no answer defensively inside.
Hornets leading by 12. Here's Ball. There's the drive. Uses the glass on the layup. Ball's got 10 points here in the second half.
He's going off this quarter. A huge reason why this team is on top.
Lets it fly. And that one goes out of bounds. Last touch by Ball.